This story, out of all places, Des Moines, Iowa, heading into the weekend. Have you heard this? Reading this from Jonathan Turley. Des Moines Public School Superintendent Ian Roberts, speaking of Bad Bunny, arrested after fleeing ICE officers and abandoning a school-subsidized car with an illegal handgun inside in Des Moines, Iowa. You heard me right. The superintendent of the school district in Des Moines. Roberts has a criminal record and a long-standing order of removal from the country. This is the public school superintendent of Des Moines. The case has become a flashpoint over immigration policies, with protesters demanding his release and Democrat politicians denouncing his arrest as evidence of a fascist regime. The controversy is also spilling over into the Senate race in Iowa, as the district board is headed by board chair Jackie Norris, who, ready, is a former chief of staff to Michelle Obama and a current Democrat candidate for the United States Senate. Here is the delightful Jackie Norris in clip 48, the chair of the Des Moines School Board, who helped hire and keep this illegal alien on staff as superintendent, $300,000 a year.
On behalf of the Des Moines Public School community, I want to provide an update from district leadership and the board on the current situation unfolding with our superintendent, Dr. Ian Roberts. Before we begin, it seems fitting to take a page out of Dr. Roberts' book and ask the community to engage in radical empathy as we work through this situation together. Radical empathy is the recognition that we can disagree and still empathize with each other. The respect of others' humanity. This concept will be essential as we wait to learn more. We do not have all the facts. There is much we do not know. However, what we do know is that Dr. Roberts has been an integral part of our school community since he joined over 2 years ago. During his time with our district, he has shown up in ways big and small and has advocated for students and staff and begun introducing concepts that will help us reimagine for future generations, reimagine education for future generations of Des Moines students. Here is what we also know. Dr. Roberts joined us in July 2023 and has held educational leadership positions in districts across the U.S. for 20 years. The Iowa Board of Education...
Actually, that doesn't help matters at all, lady. I don't know what she thinks she's doing by making that. Do you know what she's doing? What she's effectively doing is laying out the case that for did she say decades? I think she said, Ed, did she say decades he's been hired by different districts? I don't remember if she said decades. But anyway, he's worked for multiple public school districts as an illegal alien. Now, here again, this is supposed to be helpful. Miss Norris, Jackie Norris, the board chair of the Des Moines Public School System, is trying to help the case by saying this illegal alien has been hired repeatedly by multiple different school districts. So he is fleeing arrest in a school-subsidized car with an illegal handgun inside. He jumps out of the car and takes off. He has a criminal record and a long-standing order of removal from the country. And the Des Moines public school system, run by Michelle Obama's former chief of staff, this Jackie Norris woman, helped hire him, and says we need to have radical empathy for the criminal, and that the doctor, they love to use doctor, as though he did. The illegal alien with long-standing deportation orders and an illegal gun in his car. Doctor. I should just attach doctor to the front of my name, since apparently leftists love to throw it around like it means something. Doctor, oh, the doctor. DHS statement says Roberts entered the United States on a student visa in 1999. Roberts had a final order of removal in May of 2024. The district maintains that a third-party comprehensive background check was conducted on Roberts, and he was required to verify employment eligibility for all employees. If that was the case, Roberts may have lied on school forms about his eligibility. The district says Dr. Roberts completed the I-9 employment eligibility verification form and submitted the required documentation. Of everyone that exists in education, Dr. Roberts is the one that Jackie Norris and the team at the Des Moines Public School Board decided to hire. Meanwhile, in Virginia, there's a Senate race going on there. I got to tell you what, public schools are going to come right back home to the forefront of a couple of these very high-profile races. So you've got, governor's race in Virginia, Senate race in Iowa. So head to Virginia now, where a scandal over Virginia public school allegedly arranging abortions for minor students intensified last week as the chairman of a key Senate committee launched a federal inquiry into potential misuse of taxpayer funds. Senator Cassidy, chairman of the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pension Committee, is demanding answers after allegations a school social worker at Fairfax County's Centerville High School paid for one of the students' abortions and attempted to arrange one for another student. Let there be no mistake, a school official pressuring minor students to obtain covert abortions using school funding is illegal. Then in New Jersey, as we talked about, as the weekend was coming to a close, you had, what's her name? Is it Mickey something or other? The Democrat running for governor in, oh, Mickey, you're so fine there in New Jersey running again.
Mikey Sherrill.
Mikey, I don't care to know her name. She's also hip deep in a scandal, Ed, right? Chitterelli, who is the Republican, is now neck and neck with her. She didn't walk in her military academy's graduation because she was involved in a cheating scandal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So these are your Democrats, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the gubernatorial race, the Democrat Spanberger, all four school employees giving abortions and encouraging and funding abortions on the sly with the school kids when biological boys are not raping girls in the locker room. That's Virginia for you. Meanwhile, in Iowa, the lady that used to run Michelle Obama's office is now running the school district in Des Moines and hiring illegals with illegal guns fleeing law enforcement. And then you've got a stone-cold cheater and fraud running for governor in New Jersey. Quite a pack. Fast Eddie. All women, incidentally, all left-wing women, Ed, every single one of them ladies.
I don't know.
Which one of these bunch you think deserves to win the election?
Hopefully none, of course.
Unbelievable. Which, brings me to event on Saturday. And Fast Eddie was there. This would be an opportune time to tell you about the good people that do work all over the country in Christian education and home education, which is growing by leaps and bounds. Some 4 million people are now home educating, or you call it homeschool or whatever you want to call it. Christian school and homeschooling is exploding because of stories like these. And it is such a great thing to see. And on Saturday, for the fourth year in a row, I was honored to be a small part of an operation that we call through the Herzog Foundation, the Excellence in Christian Education Awards. And I'm the MC of it for the fourth year running. Ed, you were there. You tell me I've talked about this in previous shows. We call teachers from all over the country to come in with their families and some of the representatives from their Christian schools or their homeschool cooperatives. And the Herzog Foundation recognizes their excellence in the field. And we talk a little bit about the different things they do to educate kids. You saw it firsthand for the first time. What was your impression of these people? Were they not the most impressive people you've heard?
Oh, very impressive. And Chris, you got to remember something. I know you know this, but to those who may not, Christian educators, it's not like they're on the premium scale of the pay grade as far as teachers go. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, they're not. It's not. These are not private schools that are like hundreds of thousands of dollars. These are kids. These are people that are paying a few $1,000s if they can afford it. Many of them subsidized, and teachers who are not making anything.
Right.
And the foundation always gives them a little something to spend on themselves, too.
So that's the thing. Like, you could tell that they truly love their work. You could tell that they truly have a mission and are trying to save America's youth with what they're doing. And, it was just very impressive. These are very impressive people that it makes you believe. Like, after you sit in the cities and you can think, oh my gosh, it's so bad out there as far as schooling goes, but it makes you believe and see that there is another way. And yeah.
I hope that you will explore. If you think to yourself, whether you're in the Des Moines public schools or you're in the Fairfax County public schools, and you think, oh my gosh, is my kid just subject to this sentence? No. You do not have to be trapped because of your zip code in some failing public school. There are so many options available to you. And I would just suggest, if you don't know where to start, go to the Herzog Foundation website, herzogfoundation.com, and there are free resources there for you to plug into to find out about Christian education, maybe even start your own Christian school if you want, or start your own homeschool endeavor. There's an 8-step process for free at herzogfoundation.com to find out how.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.